Iran's Supreme Leader Ali Khamenei accused Western powers of trying to dissuade voters from turning out at elections last month, even as coronavirus was sweeping across the country. The regime worried that a low turnout in the elections would worsen a legitimacy crisis that had been sparked by mass protests in the country. Newly uncovered documents revealed that the Iranian regime, in its desperation to achieve a bigger turnout, covered up news of the coronavirus outbreak for at least 3 days. Iranian authorities insisted that they began taking steps as soon as they were alerted of the outbreak. But a letter from the head of Iran's civil defense organization, dated February 19th, shows otherwise. The letter was addressed to the Chief of Staff of the Armed Forces, Secretary of the Supreme National Security Council, and the Minister of Interior. It recommended intensified control of public gatherings and an emphasis on public health, then added between brackets, after the elections. The regime had good reason to worry about the elections due to several things. Iran's economy, which was already strained by heavy spending on foreign militias and proxy networks, was further pressured with US sanctions targeting Iranian oil sales. When the regime hiked the price of fuel in November, massive protests broke out, to which the government responded by an internet shutdown and killing at least 1,500 people. Iran has also stepped up its attacks on Western interests in the Middle East. On December 27th, it launched ballistic missiles against an army base housing American troops in neighboring Iraq, killing one American contractor and injuring others. On January 3rd, the United States retaliated by assassinating Qasem Soleimani, the military general leading Iran's international operations. And then the government mistakenly shot down a Ukrainian civilian airliners, killing all 176 civilians on board and sparking protests in the Islamic Republic. So, the turnout in parliamentary elections on February 21st was seen as a critical indicator of legitimacy for the Iranian regime as it celebrated its 41st anniversary in power. And of course, Tehran was not going to allow a deadly